I'm nervous. Hey guys, this is Austin, and this is the USB killer. Now it might not look like much, however this will straight up kill your computer. So this is a device that's used to test hardware. So while it looks like an ordinary USB device, you take the cap off, it could be any old flash drive, instead it has a series of capacitors inside. So if you plug it into a computer, it will charge those capacitors up, and once they're full, it turns around and releases all of that power at 240 volts straight back into the computer, in theory killing it. While the USB kill logo is a little bit of a giveaway, it doesn't take much to be able to pop this thing open. Now before we proceed, do not try this at home. Seriously, not only is it very possible for this thing to kill electronics, but it's also a lot of voltage here. You want to be careful. And by being careful, I mean don't try this at home. So, to find out if this is actually going to work, we have an ASUS Chromebook. Now, USB Killer claims that this is going to work on around 95% of computers. And the reason for that is that while some computers have properly capped USB ports, most have completely unprotected ports, which means that if this thing sends a ton of power through the computer, instead of being able to block it at the port, it's going to send it straight into the motherboard, fry a bunch of stuff, it's going to be dead. So in theory, I plug this in, and it's going to die. So, plugging it in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Okay, hold on. That was so fast. Like, I don't even think it took like half a second. Like, it plugged in, I heard a little tiny click, and it was done for. Oh man, I see this light, which makes me think there's maybe some life, but the screen is definitely dead. Maybe the battery's still intact, which is running that light, but Chromebook, done for. I don't want to do the MacBook. I don't want to do the MacBook. I think it's gonna kill the MacBook, man. I think it's gonna kill it. I don't want to do the MacBook. I'm not even joking right now.
The evil part of me wants it to not survive.
Ooh.
Everyone is saying that.
Yeah, but everyone's not gonna have to buy me a new MacBook when this one dies. In one. All right, it's MacBook time. This guy, it's on him. You're gonna have MacBook blood on your hands. We're going to try the USB killer on the brand new 2016 MacBook Pro. Now, normally I would not want to kill this under any circumstances. However, apparently Apple has actually fixed the USB ports so that they are not susceptible to an attack like this. So because this doesn't have normal USB ports, we're gonna be using a USB-C to USB-A adapter. This shouldn't affect anything, but we'll find out. Dude, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous right now. All right, there's nothing to it. Let's plug the adapter in. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, it clicked. Oh, it's clicking. Do you hear that? Oh, it survived. All right, that's enough clicking. Okay, you're good. Oh man, I was so convinced it was about to die. So now what I want to know is, did we actually kill the port? So I plug in power. Yes, so we can definitely still charge with the port, so I think everything should be fine. I also have a USB drive here, so we should be able to see it pop up. Or not. Wow, did we actually like kill the data on this port? Hang on a second. So it looks like this is still getting power, so the power part of this port still works. But as far as data goes, we completely killed that Thunderbolt port. Wow. Now it's time to raise the stakes. This is a 32-inch TV. Now this happens to be a smart TV, however even normal flat screen TVs will typically have a USB port. So usually you plug in a flash drive to load pictures, video, or even firmware. So we're gonna find out, will the USB killer be able to kill an entire TV? Plugging it in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I heard it. The TV's still on. It's not ticking. I heard one loud click and that was it. I wonder, does the USB port still work? Because the TV's still fine. So to find out if this actually works or not, we're gonna plug a keyboard in, which might sound like a weird thing to do. However, since it's a smart TV, it actually does support a keyboard, so. Nothing, no. I don't even think this is getting power. While the USB killer didn't kill the TV, it did at least fry the USB port. Next, we have a phone. Now this might seem like a little bit of a weird choice. However, the 6P does have a USB-C port. So, plugging into the Nexus 6P in 3, 2, 1. Oh! Whoa! Wait, the phone's rebooting. Hold on a second. Pull out. So it reset the phone. That was a really loud crack too. So everything seems to be fine on the phone. Now let's see if we can actually plug it in. So what I want to know is, does the port still work? So we have a PC here. If we plug it in, Okay, so we are charging, so at least we have that working. Do we get data? Yeah, this is acting just like a charger. It doesn't see any kind of data coming through on either side. So it might not have killed the phone, and to be fair, you can still charge, which honestly is by far the most important part of being able to use a port. However, the fact that we've killed data on 2 different USB-C devices does not bode well. This USB killer is no joke. As long as you're careful with your electronics and don't let random people plug things in, you should be fine. However, all it takes is a single second and you can do some serious damage. Now, if you're really worried about this, there are USB protectors that will actually physically lock out the ports on your computer, and I'll have one of those linked in the description. However, as long as you're careful, you should be okay. Because we did do some damage today, I wanted to give back, so we made a donation to the EFF. They do some absolutely amazing work to make sure that the internet stays open and free for everyone. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more on the latest tech, including stuff like this, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Hey guys, this is Austin, and today we're taking a look at some of the most dangerous tech out there. This is a Tesla Model 3, and it is a very good car. What it is not is a self-driving car. While the sensors and software have come a long way and they continue to get better and better, it is not yet ready for a full self-driving experience, something that a lot of people should really take note of. There are several cases where people have gotten into major accidents or straight up died because their cars either ran into someone else or someone ran into them and they just weren't paying attention. Now, even though it's not full self-driving, autopilot is a legitimately really impressive technology, and especially when you pair that with Navigate on Autopilot, which allows you to put in the GPS coordinates and the car will essentially drive you there. It's cool, but you can't fully trust it. So autopilot is not ready for full self-driving just yet. So especially here on like a normal street, you really don't want to use it, right? It's really meant for freeways. Now, there are a lot of people who think that full self-driving is here right now, and that's just simply not true. Now, there are a lot of cars which are getting closer and closer, but the full self-driving experience is still a little ways away. That being said though, what Tesla has here is one of the most advanced systems that you can buy. So you look at the screen here, it can easily see the car in front of us, the cars to the side of us. It's actually pretty clever with that. Oh, okay, it's vibrating now. It's letting me know the turn signal is on. There's a car coming past me, and now it should be clear. Is it clear? It is clear, and we are changing lanes. Okay, that's pretty cool. A little scary, but that worked. So this is actually a sketchy place. If I'm driving right now, I am not gonna try to change lanes while I'm almost stopped and there are cars flying around, but okay, it's gonna try to get over. Oh man, there's cars coming pretty fast on the side. You can see them though. It's not doing anything too stupid. Okay, let's see, there's one more car. Oh God, don't do that. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that was a bad idea. And that's the thing with these systems. They're assistant tools. They're not full self-driving, right? There's a lot of stuff that it can do, but if you're not paying attention, you will straight up be in a world of insurance claims. And maybe even worse. When we're talking danger tech, one of the things that's been doing the rounds lately is 5G. Now this one is, shall we say, controversial. Now there is absolutely no doubt that we live in a world filled with radio signals, cell phone towers, cell phones in our pockets, or maybe smartwatches on our wrists. I mean, there's absolutely this stuff all around us every day. But the thing is, there's really no true evidence to prove that this is actually harmful. Today though, we're on the cusp of a brand new 5G network, which promises hugely improved speeds. I mean, you look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 with 5G, and this thing is rocking speeds that are a lot faster than most people's home internet connections. And this is certainly not going to be the first or last phone we see. There are lots of 5G networks which are really going to become ubiquitous over the next couple years. Now though, with the dawn of 5G networks, people are again asking the question, is 5G safe? Yeah, it's safe. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All it takes is a quick Google of 5G, and 5G dangers quickly shows up. But the thing is, there's really no evidence to show that 5G is any more dangerous than all the wonderful networks that have come before it. It's a really annoying seagull. I think that seagull likes 5G. Now there's absolutely truth in the fact that there is some danger when it comes to radiation. However, radiation is absolutely everywhere around us. Now if you look at the electromagnetic spectrum, I mean sure, things like X-rays and sort of ionizing radiation is certainly not something you like, but 5G is nowhere near that. And in fact, I mean even visible light's on the spectrum, and I've got to say I'm a huge fan of visible light. Can't see anything without it. Put simply, there is no need to fear 5G. It uses very similar frequencies to Wi-Fi as well as cell towers of today. Really, the most dangerous part of your smartphone is like dying when taking a selfie, or neck strain, or a general lack of not having any self-respect after spending all day on Twitter. But that's probably more of a personal issue, I think. Dude, is this a Note 7? Yeah. What are you doing? No, dude, this is literally gonna explode.
Dude, no, dude, it's fine. It's the fan edition. It's the fan edition. It's that one from South Korea.
Oh. Now, Samsung is in the news right now for the slight issues that the Galaxy Fold has had. But beyond something like a foldable phone, the real PR disaster was the Galaxy Note 7. This still makes me uncomfortable to hold. But real talk though, this was a major PR disaster, right? I mean, you're talking about a huge flagship phone that the battery was literally catching on fire. And as you'll see in a lot of these other sort of danger tech things that we're talking about, batteries, they're dangerous. They straight up catch on fire sometimes, right? I mean, even plain batteries. Like, I don't know if you remember the Boeing 787. When it first came out, the Dreamliner, there were issues where the lithium-ion batteries on board would just catch on fire randomly. You know, no big deal when you're at 40,000 feet and super low oxygen and planes air disasters. Even Apple is out here with issues. With older MacBook Pros being recalled due to battery issues, some airlines are straight banning MacBook Pros right now. In September of 2016, Samsung officially started recalling the Note 7. Now, they were very clear about getting this phone